At the end of your life, when you look back, will you regret the things you didn't do or the people you didn't love? A wealthy woman died alone in her mansion. Her children never came to visit, not even for her funeral. A millionaire with a Picasso on his wall told his doctor he'd trade it all for one more year with his wife. But what if it didn't have to be this way? Welcome, my name is Andrew. I am your host of the Senior Health Report. As a senior myself, I share your deep interest in maintaining good physical and mental health. Here we will explore the truths and the myths of what it takes to be healthy. If you are finding these insights valuable, please comment below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Now let's move forward. Today we're talking about something that goes beyond physical health. We're talking about the health of your soul, the vitality of your relationships, and the regrets that haunt people in their final days. Because research shows that the things people regret most aren't what they did. It's what they didn't do. And as someone who's lived 6 decades or more, you know time isn't unlimited. Rebecca Smithson had everything money could buy: a 12,000 square foot mansion, fine art, designer clothes. But in her final 5 months, she died completely alone. Her 4 children, the ones she'd sent to the best boarding schools, the ones she'd worked 80-hour weeks to provide for, never visited her once. Not during her illness, not at her funeral. They didn't even show up to say goodbye. She sacrificed her relationship with them to build wealth, and in the end, she had neither. Here's what most people don't realize. That story isn't rare. It's a pattern, and the research confirms it. Studies show that happiness levels off around $75,000 a year. Once your basic needs are met, once you have security and comfort, more money doesn't make you happier. But people keep chasing it anyway. Why? Because money is measurable. You can see it in your bank account. Relationships aren't measurable. You can't quantify love or presence or connection. So we chase what we can count, and we lose what truly counts. William Brushwood was a self-made millionaire. He owned a Park Avenue penthouse. He had a Picasso hanging in his living room. He worked 18-hour days for 40 years straight. He missed his children's first steps. He missed their graduations. He missed dinners and bedtimes and soccer games. And when he was dying of emphysema, gasping for air in a hospital bed, he told his nurse he'd trade everything he owned for one more year with his wife. But she had already passed away. They never got to retire together like they'd planned. He worked for a future that never came. In a moment, I'll show you what the research reveals about people's biggest regrets at the end of life. But first, let's talk about why this happens. Why do intelligent, loving people make these choices that they later regret? The answer is simple. They believe the lie of someday. Someday, when I get that promotion, I'll slow down. Someday, when we pay off the mortgage, we'll take that vacation. Someday, when the kids are older, we'll spend more time together. But someday never comes. The goalposts keep moving. The money keeps coming in, but the then never happens. Life is what's occurring right now, not what's waiting in some imaginary future. A hospice nurse named Marianne spent 32 years caring for dying patients. In all those years, in all those final conversations, not one single person told her they wished they'd worked more. Not one, but many. Many people told her they wished they'd worked less. They wished they'd been more present for the lives happening around them. They wished they'd said, "I love you" more often. They wished they'd gone to that baseball game. They wished they'd taken that trip. They wished they'd been there. But here's the good news. You still have time to make different choices. And some people already have. Let me tell you about Lynette Holmes. She was a school teacher with a modest income. Nothing fancy, just a regular salary. But she and her husband made a conscious decision. They deliberately turned down promotions that would have meant more money, but less time together. And for 34 years, they ate dinner together every single night. When Lynette died, she was surrounded by her children and grandchildren, people who loved her, people who had memories of her presence, not her presence. She chose to be there, and they were there for her in return. This is just one part of living a fulfilled life. There is much more to it. That's why I created a full step-by-step program called Regain Your Health and Vitality Even After 60. The link is in the description below. Now, you might be thinking, but I have bills to pay. I have responsibilities. I can't just quit my job and meditate on a mountaintop. And you're right. But here's what people forget. Everyone who sacrificed relationships for money also had bills to pay. Rebecca Smithson had mortgages. William Brushwood had expenses. Lynette Holmes had the same bills they did. The difference wasn't their circumstances. The difference was their choices about what mattered most. Samuel Brentwood understood this. He was a wealthy businessman, closing deals, making money hand over fist. Then his best friend dropped dead at 39 years old. Just gone. And Samuel, who was 41 at the time, sat down and did something radical. He calculated his enough number. How much money did he actually need to live comfortably for the rest of his life? And once he hit that number, he stopped. He started leaving money on the table to sit at the table with his family instead. He lived contentedly for 49 more years. He was present. He was there. And he never regretted it. Here's what the science tells us. Money can solve money problems, but it can't solve relationship problems. It can't buy back time. It can't resurrect moments that have already passed. And the people you love, they won't be here forever. Neither will you. So what does this mean for your health? Because this is a health channel, after all. It means this. Your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, they're just as important as your physical health. Maybe more important. Because you can have the strongest heart in the world, but if you're dying alone, surrounded by expensive furniture instead of loving family, what's the point? Research shows that loneliness is as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Social isolation increases your risk of dementia, heart disease, and early death. But connection, real human connection, protects you. It strengthens your immune system. It lowers your blood pressure. It helps you live longer and healthier. So, when you choose to be present with the people you love, you're not just making an emotional choice. You're making a health choice. And here's the critical thing. You still have time. If you're watching this video, you're still here. You still have choices. You can decide today what your enough is. You can choose to value your presence over your production. You can stop postponing life and start living it right now, in this moment, with the people who matter. Think about your own life. Are there relationships you've been neglecting? Is there someone you love who you keep meaning to call, but you never quite get around to it? Is there a grandchild you keep promising to visit? Is there a trip you keep postponing until someday? Because here's what I've learned, both from the research and from my own life. Someday is a thief. It steals your present while promising you a future that may never arrive. The only moment you truly have is this one. The only day you can truly live is today. And the people you love, they need you now. Not someday, but now. Your presence is the greatest gift you can give. Not your paycheck, not your productivity, not your achievements. Your presence. Being fully there, fully engaged, fully alive in the moments that make up a life. That's what people remember. That's what people cherish. That's what makes the difference between dying alone in a mansion and dying surrounded by love. So, I want to ask you directly, what would your life look like if you valued presence over production? What would change if you calculated your enough number and stopped chasing more just for the sake of more? What relationships could you restore if you made different choices starting today? Because the truth is, none of us knows how much time we have left. Rebecca Smithson didn't know. William Brushwood didn't know. Your time on this earth is limited, precious, irreplaceable, and how you spend it, who you spend it with, that determines whether you'll face your final days with peace or with regret. This isn't about being wealthy or poor. Rebecca Smithson proves that. It's about choosing what matters. It's about being intentional with your time and your attention and your love. It's about recognizing that life is happening now, not in some distant future when everything is perfect. And here's the beautiful part. When you make these choices, when you prioritize presence and connection, you don't just avoid regret. You actively build joy. You create memories. You strengthen bonds. You live a life that feels full and meaningful and true. That's real vitality. That's real health. That's what it means to truly thrive. If you found these insights valuable, please leave a comment below. Your engagement helps us keep producing educational health content for seniors. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and turn on the bell. Now, if you're ready to take the next step toward rebuilding your energy, vitality, and relationships, I strongly encourage you to watch the video in the upper part of your screen. It reveals the step-by-step method seniors across the country are using to restore strength, stabilize glucose, and feel years younger. It may even be the most important video you watch this year.